Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Trina Dotto, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, JIS College of Engineering. In my personal information, I have given my contact number and email ID. So if you have any doubt, you can communicate. Today, I am going to tell about different types of ecosystem, food chain, and food web. The most important part is the course page. So I have uploaded here all my study materials. So you can access this course page anytime, anywhere. But first of all, you have to join the course with the subject code given here, TONZBBRO. So the subject name is Environmental Science and the code is MC301 for odd semester and MC401 for even semester. This course is for undergraduate BTech students and the streams are CSE, IT, Civil, Mechanical and BME. So by this course, the students will be able to understand the natural environment and its relationship with human activities. They will be able to apply the fundamental knowledge of science and engineering to assess environmental and health risks. They will be able to understand environmental laws and regulations to develop guidelines and procedures for health and safety issues. They will be able to solve scientific problem solving related to air, water, noise, and land pollution. So as future citizens, the students will take the responsibility to protect our Mother Earth. They will acquire skill for scientific problem solving related to air, water, noise, and land pollution. So here the entire syllabus is given and today I will tell about different type of ecosystem, different types of terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem means all the land-based ecosystem. This is the forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystem. In my last lecture, already I have covered the elements of ecology, definition of ecosystem, components, types of ecosystem, and also the aquatic ecosystem. So additionally, in today's lecture, I will tell about the food chain and food web. So in the syllabus, so this ecology and ecosystem is under general part. There are other parts like air pollution control, that means water pollution, noise pollution, and the land pollution. And at last, I have given the references or books, so you can have it from the library and you can go through all these things. So this is the lecture plan. So day-wise lecture plan, how I will cover your syllabus. So today's part, I told that ecology ecosystem, that is the 2 lectures, already 1 lecture covered. So the structure, function, and the classification and pond ecosystem is already discussed. So today I will tell about terrestrial ecosystem and food web, food chain. So I hope that you can remember the structure of ecosystem. That is very important. And if you know one structure in details properly, then you can tell the structure of all ecosystems. So in the structure of ecosystem, the main part is abiotic, that is the non-living, and another is biotic, that is the living. So here, abiotic components, in the abiotic components, you have to describe about the physical factors, inorganic substances, organic substances. And in the biotic components, you have to describe the producer, consumer, and decomposers. So now in the terrestrial ecosystem, so I told in the last class that ecosystem is of two types. One is, first is like man-made and another is natural. In natural ecosystem, there are two parts. One is aquatic ecosystem. So aquatic ecosystem I have described in my last lecture, and another is terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem means the land-based ecosystem. So today I will tell about the terrestrial, different terrestrial ecosystem. So first is the forest ecosystem. So in forest ecosystem, what you have to do when you describe the structure of any ecosystem, as for example, say forest ecosystem. So you have to tell the abiotic and abiotic substances and the biotic components of this specific ecosystem. So here you get the forest ecosystem. Forest occupy roughly 40% of the total land. The chief components of a forest ecosystem are as follows. So in the abiotic substances, what we get? We get the physical components like temperature, light, air, humidity, wind. Inorganic components, CO2, water, O2, N2, inorganic salts of calcium and magnesium. And in the organic components, we get carbohydrate, protein, lipids found in the dead organic bodies, which form a part of the soil. And the biotic components. So in biotic components, there are three parts, you know, that producer, consumer, and decomposers. So in the producer for forest ecosystem, so all types of green plants. And for consumer, the primary consumers, what are the primary consumers are? These are herbivores that include foliage arthropods such as ants, flies, beetles, leafhoppers, bugs, spiders, etc. That means which are seen in the forest. So these are the small insects, but the larger animals grazing on shoots and fruits such as elephants, nilgai, deer, moles, squirrels, etc. Foxes, fruit bats, mongoose, etc. Now secondary consumer which depend on the primary consumer for their food. So these are the carnivores like snakes, birds, lizard, foxes feeding on herbivores. And the tertiary consumers, the top carnivores like lion, tiger, etc. They prey upon both herbivores and carnivores of the secondary consumer level. So decomposers, which are the decomposers in the forest ecosystem? The decomposers of the forest ecosystem, as in other ecosystem, are the bacteria and fungi. These organisms obtain energy to carry on the life functions by breaking down the organic components of dead organic matter and organic waste. So basically, there are different types of microorganisms which decompose the dead plants and dead animals. So you have learned the structure of forest ecosystem. So if it is told that describe the structure of forest ecosystem, you have to write about all the abiotic part and the biotic part. And in biotic part, in abiotic part, there are three parts like inorganic, organic, and physical parameters. And in the biotic part, that is the living organisms, there are also three parts: producer, consumer, and decomposer. So you have to give the examples. So this is the picture of forest ecosystem. So you can see that is from first it is the producer, then primary consumers, the insects, lizard, rodents, and then it is the secondary consumers like tarantula, scorpion, lizard, snake, etc. And last, that is the tertiary consumer, hawk, fox, etc. So it is also the figure of the forest ecosystem. Here we include the tiger, giraffe, etc. So producer, you can see the plants which is taking the heat from the sunlight and producing their foods, and they are consumed by different consumer, primary level, then the secondary level and tertiary level. And after their death, their body is decomposed by bacteria, fungi, and the abiotic chemicals, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, is again coming back to our environment. First, these minerals, nutrients are consumed by plants when they are producing their foods. Again, after decomposition, after their death, their body is decomposed and all the materials is coming back to the environment. So it occurs in a cyclic way. So all nutrients, all minerals, all the gases and water, all these things moving in a cyclic way. So there are different cycles also, like nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, water cycle. Okay, so you have learned very well what is the forest ecosystem. I hope you can write the structure of forest ecosystem. Now it is about the grassland ecosystem. That is very common to us. We can see here grassland ecosystem mostly. It is the most common. We see the cow and goat is moving on the grassland ecosystem. So grassland ecosystem occupies approximately 21% of the Earth's surface. So what are the abiotic components? So from the common sense, you can write what are the abiotic components and what are the biotic components of grassland ecosystem. The abiotic components are mainly the physical components of grassland, like sunlight. So this is common for almost all: sunlight, heat, rainfall, organic salts, inorganic salts of calcium, inorganic components such as carbon dioxide, organic components like protein, carbohydrate, etc. And the biotic components are producer, consumer, decomposer. So you have to mention the specific name. Then only we can identify that, yes, it is the grassland, not the forest, so lion will not come. So this part you have to keep it in mind. So here you get the producer. What are the example of the producer? The different plants like grasses, herbs, shrubs are predominant producer in the grassland ecosystem. Consumers, there are three types. So primary consumer like herbivores as insects, termites, grazing animals like cattle, sheep, goat, etc. And the secondary consumer. Okay, so primary consumer, then secondary consumer. These are carnivores feeding on herbivores like frog, lizard, etc. So frog depends on this insect. So they are the secondary consumer. And what are the tertiary consumer for grassland ecosystem? So tertiary consumer which depend on the secondary consumer. So the examples are like snakes, hyena, fox, crow, peacock, hawk, etc. So these are carnivores feeding on secondary consumer. And what are the decomposers? Decomposers mean different microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and other microbes present in the soil. So this is the structure of grassland ecosystem. So here you will see the picture of grassland ecosystem. So look on this picture. So first we are starting. Okay, here we are starting from grass. Then it is consumed by grasshopper. Then the grasshopper is consumed by lizard, or grasshopper can be directly consumed by hawk. And this lizard is consumed by hawk. So there are lots of food chain. Basically, you can say it is the food web. So I will explain later what is the food web. Basically, food web is the interconnected food chain. So here the grass also can be consumed by another consumer, like say mouse, like say rabbit. So this rabbit is consumed by hawk. And mouse is the here primary consumer because it is consuming grass. Then snake is, for this food chain, snake is the secondary consumer and hawk is the tertiary consumer. So in this way, there is lots of different food chain which are interconnected. That means only one food is there but different consumer are there. So this is called food web. So you have learned the structure of grassland ecosystem. So you have learned the forest ecosystem. Next you have learned the grassland ecosystem. Now I am going to tell about desert ecosystem. So desert ecosystem, the grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystem occupies approximately 17% of the land. And the abiotic components, these are mainly physical components of desert like light, temperature, minerals. And what are the biotic components? The producer, these are shrubs, especially bushes, some grasses, and few trees. Example like cacti, examples like cacti, xerophytes, and mosses. Consumers, the most common animals are reptiles, insects, some rodents, birds, and above all, sheep of desert, you know very well, that is the camel, feed on tender plants. So this is the example of consumers. Now what are the decomposers? These are very few, as due to poor vegetation, the amount of dead organic matter is less. So there are some fungi and bacteria. Here the vegetation is less because you know in the desert the rainfall is very less, so the vegetation is also less. So now look at the desert ecosystem, how it looks like. So you can see the different types of cacti, you can see the fox, you can see the snake, crabs, hawk, etc. So this is the figure of desert ecosystem. Next is the mangrove ecosystem. It is totally different types of ecosystem, which starts with the mangrove litter decomposed by the microorganism. Crabs graze directly on litter. After breaking down the litter by fungi and bacteria, prawn and fish feed on decomposed litter. Particulate organic matter is a direct source of food for smaller crustaceans. Remaining POM is taken through mangrove root ecosystem. So you can see best in mangrove ecosystem in the Sundarban. So there you will see the different types of mangrove plants, that is the red mangrove or different types of plants. So the plant leaves are decomposed, and these leaves is taken as the food by the prawn, crabs, etc. So here you can see the figure of the leaves which is coming from the different mangrove plants, and they are consumed by prawn, crabs, etc. And again, after their death, their body is decomposed and all the nutrients come back to the environment. So here the characteristics of the plants are different. You know that it is a saline water. So the adjustment is done by the mangrove plants, different types of adjustment. And you can see the different types of roots here. From the figure, you can see this. And there is also the adaptation for the leaves also. Next, I will tell about food chain. So already you have seen different food chain before. So how we can define the food chain? So in ecology, the sequence of transfer of matter or energy in the form of food from organism to organism is called food chain. That is the proper definition, but you have got the food chain before. Like say initially there is the grass, and grass is eaten by the grasshopper, and grasshopper is consumed by the frog. So this is the very common example of food chain, and you have seen earlier. So such as grass, so what I told, just it is this. So grass or trees which use radiation from the sun, they make their food, and ending at apex predator species like bears or killer whales, and detrivores like earthworm or wood lice, or decomposer species such as fungi or bacteria. So examples are as follows. So these are different examples of food chain. So here you can see that is the corn producer. It is consumed by rat, primary consumer. Then rat is consumed by owl. It is a secondary consumer. Another example, that is carrot, which is the very favorite food of the rabbit, and rabbit is eaten by fox, and the fox is eaten by lion. So in this way, we are getting a food chain of the different animals and plants. That means which is depend on which animal. So there we can make it a chain. So another example like grass, I told this example, and grasshopper. Then grasshopper is eaten by frog. Frog is consumed by snake, and snake is consumed by eagle. So grass is the producer, then grasshopper is the primary consumer, frog is secondary consumer. snake or python, that is the tertiary consumer, and eagle is the quaternary consumer. So in this way, we can show the food chain. So in the food chain, energy flows. So how it flow, the energy? So first you look here, that means energy is flowing. So here the light energy, the primary producer, then primary consumer. So energy is flowing upward direction, energy stored as biomass. So when it is moving upward direction, it is moving in this way, 20,000 kilocalorie per meter square per year. Then it is becoming 2,000 kilocalorie per meter square per year. In this way, it is moving in this direction. And the heat energy. So energy flows, you can see in this way. And after their death, the waste or dead matter is coming here, and their body is decomposed by decomposer. Again, the heat energy is dissipated. So next, you have learned the food chain. So there are different types of food chain. So here, the classification of food chain. So there are basically two types of food chain. One is grazing food chain. So a grazing food chain always starts with the living green plants and goes to herbivores and on to carnivores. It is directly dependent on a solar radiation. This type of chain depends on autotrophic energy capture and the movement of the energy to herbivores. Most of the ecosystem in nature follow this type of food chain. So mainly, simply to say, it starts with living green plants. So it starts with living green plants. This one, the grass, that is the producer. It takes energy from the sun and produce its food. Then it is consumed by grasshopper. Then it is consumed by shrew. Then ultimately owl. So from the producer, and it ends at the tertiary consumer. So that is called grazing food chain. So that is the basically normal food chain. So it is the common food chain, and that is normal food chain we get. Another is detritus food chain. So this type of food chain always starts with the dead organic material. Food energy pass into decomposers and detrivores, which are further consumed by smaller carnivores like maggots, which in turn become food for larger carnivores like a frog, and further to snake, and so on. So that is the example of detritus food chain. So here you can see the dead leaves. These dead leaves are consumed by woodlouse, and that is consumed by blackbird. So this is called detritus food chain. So you have learned the different types of food chain. Now, what is food web? So earlier I have shown you that it is the interconnected food chain that is called food web. So food chain versus food web, what is the difference? So a food chain is a linear sequence which represents who is eating who. Here, organisms of higher trophic level derive its nutrient from organisms of a lower trophic level. But a food web is a network of food chains which are interconnected at different trophic levels. More the number of cross connections, between different food chains, more complex will be the food web and greater will be the stability of the ecosystem. Okay, so you see the picture, you will be very clear. So food chain, you got different food chain like trees, then deer, then lion. That is one of the food chain. Another food chain, like it is also some of the plants, then like small fish, then large fish, then the hawk. It is also plants, some flower, there is the butterfly, and the frog, then snake, then hawk. So these are different food chain you got. Now, what is food web? So when they are interconnected, one food is consumed by different consumer. This is called food web. Like here you can see the plants or fruits. This is consumed by different consumer. It may be consumed by insect, it may be consumed by frog, grasshopper. So this is called food web. So if I summarize today's lecture, so what you have learned today? Many things you have learned today. So structure of the ecosystem you have learned in last lecture. Today you have learned the structure of terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem you have learned number 1, forest ecosystem, number 2, grassland ecosystem, number 3, desert ecosystem, and also you have learned the mangrove ecosystem, that is the ecosystem of Sundarban. And then you have learned the food chain, definition of food chain, classification of food chain, and the definition of food web, and what is the difference between food chain and food web. So I hope you have understood all these things. If you have any doubt, you are free to communicate with me and go through my study material I have uploaded, and already I have given the assignment. So upload your assignment there, share with me, and then I can do the grading and I will communicate. So thank you, and today I am ending my session.